So now is the time to install NCM or Network Configuration Manager in our Orion or NPM server. So the process of installation is very simple, just next, and finish. And now we're going to enable telnet in these two routers. And then we're going to add our two routers to NCM module. And I'm going to teach you how you can take a benefit of Network Configuration Manager, how you can back up your Cisco routers, how you can upload the latest backup. If you've done the changes in your Cisco routers and you don't like them, you want to roll back to the previous configuration, you can easily do it by NCM module. So let's get started. First off, we'll go to our virtual machine here by going to virtual machine, and let's use maximum size, and let's minimize this. And here is the installation file. So this is the version 2019.4. The process of installation of this version and version 22 or version 2021, hopefully it's very simple, and they are identical for installation. The installation is very simple. Just you need to actually accept the default configuration and you will install NCM. Let me show you the latest version. Here I have it here. This is actually the offline installation file. When you download it from Solarwinds website, and when you extract it here, use this option, you will see it like this. And you should click on Solarwinds Orion installer. And it's going to actually use this folder to install this component. The process actually, as I said before, is very simple. And they are identical. There is no difference between two versions. So we'll click on next. And here is actually recommend you to take a backup of your configuration. We'll say yes, we configure it. Confirm, yes, we have the backup in your production environment. We highly recommend you actually to take backup from your virtual machine. Take a snapshot. If you have a Veeam backup, you can easily take again a backup from the latest actually server that you install like this. And we're going to click on next. And we'll accept the license agreement. So now the process of installation is begun. It takes about 10 minutes or 15 minutes based on your server. So I'm going to get back when the installation finished. So now as you can see, we have welcome to Solarwinds configuration wizard. When you install and finish the installation, you have this wizard actually to add it to your Solarwinds server. I mean adding NCM configuration manager to our Solarwinds server. So we'll click on next and again next. And this is the configuration Orion. It's very simple, very easy. It takes about again 5 or 10 minutes to configure your NCM module to your server. Now as you can see, the installation of our Solarwinds Network Configuration Manager is finished. So actually it took more than 20 minutes. It was longer than I was expected, but that's okay. So we'll click on finish. And simply we'll try actually to log into our Solarwinds Orion server again. So we'll type the username and password and we'll log into our Solarwinds NPM and of course NCM server. So that's great. Here you can see we have another column, network configuration, and of course here in config summary we can see the summarization of our NCM module, and here as you can see there is no devices that has been added to this config summary. So now is the time to add our routers to this NCM module. How? The first option is to enable a telnet or SSH. So that means if you want to connect your network devices, something like your Cisco switches or routers to your NCM module, First off, you need to enable Telnet or SSH because our SolarWinds server, it should access our global configuration of our devices. So here, let me minimize this and we'll double click on R1. So first off, we'll go to configuration terminal and let's say username admin and password admin. By the way, I highly recommend you in your production environment use SSH instead of Telnet because as you know, Telnet is not secure, but you can actually secure it by access list. But it's better to use SSH in your production environment. So, and here we'll say enable secret, again admin, and line VTY. This is the process of enabling Telnet in the Cisco devices. And we'll say password, again admin, and login local, and transport SSH and input SSH Telnet. That's great. Of course, you should do WR. So we'll get back to our SolarWinds server. By the way, I just enabled Telnet on R2 before, and now we have R1 and R2 to access SolarWinds to these routers by our SNMP community. Again here, while I'm logging in, let's say show run include SNMP. Now as you can see, the SNMP configured by access list 2 and the mode is RO. So let's copy it and we'll say configuration terminal, and this time I'm say RW. Let's verify again. Here as you can see, now we have RW configuration. So to access any network configuration manager, something like PRTG, SolarWinds, OPManager, or whatever you use in your production environment, you should enable community string on RW mode. Otherwise, that devices cannot talk to your network monitoring server. So, and here again in R2, let's do it again. And let's verify. So that's great. And now we should go to our Solarwinds NCM, and here just add these two devices, I mean R1 and R2, to the NCM. To do that, you should edit the device here. We'll click on edit node, and here we'll scroll down for selecting NCM. When you select NCM, you should actually create the profile. I'm gonna say new profile, let's say Cisco devices or things like that, and the login is going to be admin, and the password again admin, and the secret password again we'll say this our secret password. That's great. And we're gonna say test. And the wizard is going actually to create this profile for the future devices that we're gonna add to our SolarWinds server. Now, as you can see, test successful. That means this device, which is R1, has been added to our NCM module. And we'll click on submit. And let's do the same process for our second router, which is R2. So we'll say edit node, which is very easy, the process. As I said before, if you're using same password in your network for all devices, the process of adding them, it is much easier than actually to add one by one a router here. So here we'll select Cisco device, and again we'll say test. So that's great, and submit. And again here we'll go to this time network configuration and config summary. This time we should see our Cisco devices, which is going to be R1 and R2. When you click on them again, you can see the summary. So sorry for this gap. Here is my courses in my servertour.com. If you want to learn how you can configure NCM or NTA or NPM for Solarwinds network performance monitoring, I have a very great course here in network monitoring and Solarwinds. And of course down here you can see I explained step by step how you can work on NPM, high availability, NCM, which is it's very completed than this video. You can learn much more. And of course NTA module. I highly recommend you enroll in this course, which is very cheap course, and you can learn network monitoring best practices in your production environment. So that's great. And here again we'll go to config summary. We'll see the devices. So when we actually configure devices in our NCM, you can see that this chart is going to be different than this time because we don't have any configuration. So to do that and to configure our devices, we should go to configuration management. So simply you can select this device and say, for example, running config. And you're gonna actually take backup from your running config of our router, which is R1. And again, this time, let's say this device, or you can select the group of devices, and this time we'll say startup config. So now as you can see, we took backup, and this is the last action here, the date. So this is the first step. We took backup of our Cisco routers. Now we want to compare the running config of our R1 router with the startup config of our R2. So we'll select both and we'll say config. Let's say compare nodes config or run config change report, which mostly we'll use the first option. So here I'm going to select R1 running config and here R2 startup config. And here as you can see, the changes. Here as you can see the IP addresses, the loopback interfaces. And here we don't have no CDB run, but here we have it as you can see. And this is the configuration. And here you can actually, again, click on to see all the action. That's great. So we'll go back to our configuration management. So this is how we can compare them. And here in config management, we have transfer status at the next tab here. Of course, here you can download the config file to your PC very easy. You can copy them and add them to the notepad. And here is the inventory status, which we haven't configured yet, and we'll get back here. So now we successfully took backup from our R1 and R2. Let's say that you have configured R2 and you do something wrong, for example, change the VLAN ID or I don't know, change the configuration, and you want to roll back to the previous configuration that you took backup from your NCM module. So simply we'll select R1 and we'll say upload. And this time from here, by selecting R1, we're gonna say running config. That's great, and we'll scroll down here, we'll say upload, and yes. Now as you can see, we have the progress of restoring our previous configuration to our R1 router. That's great option that you can use in your production environment. So now, as you can see, we successfully restored our configuration to the proper router. That's great. And here we can execute the script here. For example, you can say config terminal, and here, for example, and you can say, for example, host name R1, and you can actually save the script, or you can execute it to the, for example, R1 router. So this is how you can run a script. So if you want to know more about how to configure a script, you should check out my website. Actually, there are 2 or 3 great samples. I'm actually configured execute a script here for that devices. You can know how you can do it in your production environment, but the process is very simple, very easy. And here we can edit the properties of that device. As you can see, it's identical to editing the devices in your NPM module. So we'll close out of this, and here is the transfer status and inventory status here, and script management. Here you can run several scripts and you can add them here and give them the name, and you can actually use this script to do changes in your devices. So let's say you want to add a specific access lists to your devices or group of routers. For example, in VLAN 11, you have more than 50 routers or switches. You want to actually add the specific access list to those devices. Actually, without network configuration management, you should configure them one by one. You should telnet to them or SSH and do the same process, and very time consuming and boring. But with this script, you should, for example, say access list, for example, 9, and here you should actually add the access list like this. You will say access list, for example, 9 permit and the IP address. This is the process of adding a script, and you can save it and you can run them simultaneously in group of devices. We use network configuration management for actually managing our devices centrally, and you can do the commands, you can do backup, you can monitor them, you can report from the configuration. So in your massive network, if you have 1,000 devices without this configuration management, you will see that you have the daily tasks to configure specific devices. You should shut down a specific port. You should, I don't know, change the VLANs. You should add access leads. Because you have 1,000 devices, you deal with them. For example, maybe in one day you will lose 3 switches. Of course, adding them by physically is another job, but when you add those devices and you want to again reconfigure them, it's very time consuming. You can, by 2 clicks, restore the previous configuration from that router that goes down for hardware failure or whatever, and bring them easily without actually doing the very basic Cisco commands. For example, enable SSH, I don't know, add those ports to the VLANs, enable trunk port. You can do them all by network configuration management once you have all the devices took backup from your network. First off, when you add all the devices in your NCM, I highly recommend you took backup from all of them in case that you lost one of them. You can easily, for example, restore this configuration of R2 to another router very easily. So if you find this video is useful, please like it and subscribe to my channel, turn on notification, like the video, which I'm going to add more video for Solarwinds. Thank you.